Hello, this is Toby and I'm here to present ancient Egyptian mythology. Today we will have 3 interesting tales from ancient Egypt. I hope you like them. The first story, the tale of 3 kings. There once lived a woman named Regetet. She was the high priest's wife and went into labor. Here she finds it difficult to deliver the sons because the babies are triplets. The god Ra sent several goddesses to help her out because the 3 children were destined to become kings. May you all go to Regetet and release her from her trinity of children, which are still in her womb and which will exercise their splendid office in the whole realm one day, so they can build temples for you, take care of your offering tables, let your drink plates thrive, and multiply your gods' sacrifices. When the goddesses come in, they transform themselves into dancing entertainers. They tell the husband that they can help the wife deliver the babies. So for each one of the sons that comes out, the goddesses declare that he will become a king in the future. This is a king who will exercise the rulership over the whole country. This is a king who will exercise rulership over the whole country. This is a king who will exercise the rulership over the whole country. The husband wants to thank the musicians or entertainers, so he gives them sacks of barley and waves them goodbye. The entertainer goddesses start to go home, but they think they should give a sign to the priest and his wife so that they can understand that the prophecy is true and that they were true goddesses. So they create 3 crowns, hide them in the sacks of barley, and return them to the high priest.
Sorry, the rain was heavy. We couldn't take these. Please store the barley in a sealed storeroom for us until we come back.
One day, the priest is out of beer and wants barley, so his servant goes to the storeroom. At this point, she hears noises from the storeroom and goes and tells Regetet. It is the noise typical of royal court, so they realize that the prophecy of the entertainers was true and that they were in fact goddesses. Then they start celebrating. Once one of the servants gets angry at this family and decides to go to the king and tell the secret. The current king was not supposed to hear about the 3 sons because he would find them a threat and order their deaths. When the servant is going to tell the king, the gods send a crocodile down, and this crocodile devours the girl. The second story, the Tale of Wax Crocodile. Crocodiles played an important role in these Egyptian tales. In one other story, they appear too. In this story, King Nebka visits his priest, Webonar. Webonar's wife notices a young man in the king's entourage and falls in love with him. These 2 later spend some nights together. After each night, the young man would go to the lake for a bath. Webonar finds out about this affair, so he decides to create a crocodile out of wax. He then orders the wax crocodile to be placed in the lake when the young man goes for his bath. He goes in and then the wax crocodile comes to life as a giant creature, grabs the young man and goes down. Webonar then tells the king about this. The king approves of this action and orders the adulterous woman to be burned. Her ashes were then to be scattered in the same lake. The third story, Pharaoh after death. One interesting ancient story recounts the journey to the afterlife that the pharaoh has to undertake. This account is usually found in the pyramid texts and tells the pharaoh what to do after he is dead. The assumption, of course, is that he is not dead but alive.
Ho, ho, rise up. Take your head, collect your bones, gather your limbs, shake the earth from your flesh. Take your bread that rots not, your beer that sours not.
The king then roams the sky, prays to different gods, and asks for admittance to heaven. Stand at the gates that bar the common people. The gatekeeper comes out to you. He grasps your hand. He then takes a boat his people had provided for him and asks the ferryman to take him. And finally, he is in. Of course, the boat is not the only means of so-called survival after death. The king might as well use a coffin or a ladder. Takes you into heaven, to your father Geb. He rejoices at your coming, gives you his hands, kisses you, caresses you, sets you before the spirits, the imperishable stars. This is the end of our lecture. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your comments. And check out the description for extra details. Until the next lecture, goodbye.